Hi guys, Arindam here, and in this video I'm going to show you a very efficient and reliable way you can use to get the artifact of the Cunning from the eastern or the hard underwater cave on the island map. So generally most of you, when you actually do this particular cave to get the artifact, what you do is you try to use some kind of brute force method involving basilosaurs or baryonyx or an entire army of dinos, and I had previously covered this entire cave using a speedrun Zifactinus. What I'm going to show you is the easiest and nicest way, a way that does not involve any kind of violence. So what you really require is some scuba gear, you require cactus broth, and cactus broth will ensure that you are practically invisible to creatures underneath the water. Like in general the detection range is only 12 meter with cactus broth, but I have observed that it's actually much less than. So inside water I have even come like 1 meter distance to a megalodon and it has not aggroed onto me. It's very weird, but basically you are invisible. It's kind of like a cloaking device. I'd have Lazarus chowder and focal chili, but I will not be requiring any of them. But aside from the cactus broth and scuba gear, what you additionally definitely require is this wooden chair. So when your stamina reaches 0, you are going to have to place a wooden chair on the any of the floor of the water surface, sit down there to regain the stamina, again then pick up the wooden chair and then continue forward. And when you are actually sitting down on the wooden chair, you should also be able to consume the cactus broth in case it has reached its timer's end. So let's actually start. So I'm going to start with this one, and this is, by the way, my base. And my base, I'll cover that very soon by the base tour video, and it is for 3 consecutive playthroughs my base has always been over the entrance of the hard underwater cave, which is at 45.4 by 95.6. You really do not need to sprint this cave because sprinting is going to cause more stamina loss and you don't want that. And we have like almost 10 minutes worth of cactus broth remaining, which means that I should be able to most probably get the entirety of the artifact in one sitting. And by the way, I have 0 points put into movement speed and oxygen, which means this is the default movement speed that you get in ARK. I have not even consumed focal chili, and I'm not exactly 100% sure if focal chili also impacts movement speed while swimming or not. As you can see, these guys are not aggroing to me at all. If they do aggro to me, I am dead. In fact, they have aggroed to me. I was bit careless. I did enter their aggro range, and that is why they were able to aggro to me. Once we enter the underneath section, we have to be very careful because it's kind of cramped and we don't want anything to get aggroed to us. It's an instant death, by the way, if that happens. I think I need to ensure my stamina is not down. It's at a pretty bad level, so let me too close to supply rate drop. That is not good. Let me sit. If I sit, as you will see, my stamina has increased, and in fact, as you can see, I can also re-heal, or sorry, replenish my timer for the cactus broth. This part is the nerve-wracking part. Don't want anything bad to happen here. So here is the artifact of the Cunning. Nothing has aggroed to me. This is pretty incredible. So basically, if you have to easily complete and essentially farm this particular cave for the artifact, or for some of the loot drops, or even get the explorer notes, you will need cactus broth from any of the other maps like Scorched Earth, Ragnarok, etc. We are, I think it's around 300, which means we are just nearing half time. And I think, unless I don't make any mistakes, we should be able to exit the cave without any difficulty. In fact, I don't want to risk it. It has been a good cave run. I don't want to risk it. Here, this also proves that you can actually refill your stock of cactus broth. Now you just, that is a Tuso Teuthis. You have lots of plesiosaurs also. When you play ARK without riding any dino, ARK feels almost like a survival horror game. You are constantly thinking whether there is some creature that will suddenly come and take you out. You are constantly thinking whether these sudden cuts will crash your game, or there will be some other glitch. And that is how we veteran ARK players called the ARK experience, getting ARKed. And in an ironic way, that kind of correlates with how uncertain life is in general. You never know when some really bad thing happens to you. Okay, we have gone outside the artifact cave. You can see nobody is really bothered. They are not even sure if I exist or not. So I'm just going to enter here where I came. And we have gotten the artifact. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, share around and subscribe, and I will eventually give you a tour of this beautiful base that I have made. So till then, stay tuned and thank you for watching.